The scene starts with Hu Li speeding like a flash towards the bridge, his heart pounding like it was going to burst out of his chest. When he got there, without a second thought, he jumped into the deep river. Half conscious in the freezing water, Hu Li suddenly woke up, but couldn't remember what happened. The next morning, when Ji Nian heard that Hu Li had jumped into the river, she frantically rushed to the company to see her boss. Her boss, with an angry face, yelled at her, saying that her sensational news articles had created public pressure, causing Hu Li to take his own life. Feeling heavy-hearted, Ji Nian took a bouquet of flowers to the riverbank where Hu Li jumped, surrounded by heartbroken fans mourning him. Hearing people whispering about the reporter's identity, Ji Nian panicked and quietly left. Ji Nian started to recall the days before, when Hu Li was an idol with millions of fans. One day, she accidentally ran into him while taking a walk and couldn't resist following him. Unexpectedly, she overheard Hu Li angrily scolding Dong Chen. Excited, she turned on her recorder and moved closer to listen better. Suddenly, she tripped and fell into Hu Li's arms. The awkwardness made her dazed. Immediately, Hu Li let go, causing her to fall hard to the ground. While following Hu Li into the elevator, she was stopped by his assistant. In the final moment before the elevator doors closed, the entire building suddenly lost power, adding to her embarrassment. Ji Nian felt guilty thinking back on what happened. She ran to see Lin Shan to talk and ease her sadness. Thanks to Lin Shan's comfort, she calmed down a bit. That evening, as she was preparing to go home, a storm suddenly hit. On her way, Ji Nian kept thinking about the criticisms from Hu Li's fans, fearing that his ghost would haunt her. But even worse, she didn't know someone was following her. When she got home, a shadowy figure blocked her door, and she realized it was Hu Li. Ji Nian screamed in fear and fainted. Waking up, Ji Nian found Hu Li standing before her. She was shocked again. Seeing the man she thought was dead, she was both astonished and terrified, but she realized he seemed to have temporary amnesia. Too scared, she knocked him unconscious to calm herself down. Seeing Hu lying unconscious on the floor, she was trembling when her phone rang. The caller knew her personal information and demanded she open the door. It was Yang Ji, Hu Li's friend. He came to ask Ji Nian to keep Hu Li being alive a secret, as he also didn't know why Hu Li went to her. Yang Ji suggested letting Hu Li stay there, and whispered something that surprised Ji Nian greatly. The next morning, when Hu Li woke up and yelled, Ji Nian rushed into the room and hugged him tightly, saying he was her fiancé, then showed him photoshopped pictures of the two of them together. But Hu Li realized they were fake. He felt insulted. However, after a while, Ji Nian untied him and confessed her feelings. Although Ji Nian's acting was unconvincing, Hu Li pretended to believe her to get it over with. Unexpectedly, her ex-boyfriend, Zhuo Yuan, came to Ji Nian's house, bringing up their past relationship again. Ji Nian, feeling disheartened, quickly chased Zhuo Yuan away. As soon as she closed the door, Hu Li appeared from behind, blocking her way. He questioned why she said they were together when she had another man. Ji Nian had to make up another story to reassure him. At the company, the chairman was anxiously watching the clip of Hu Li getting electrocuted. He ordered his subordinates to handle the information secretly, and then called Yang Ji, forcing him to eliminate Hu Li. It turned out Hu Li was an intelligent robot, a secret known only to a select few. At home, Hu Li was taking a shower when the power suddenly went out. He wrapped himself only in a towel to find Ji Nian, causing her immense embarrassment. Unexpectedly, Hu Li wanted her to wash his hair. Ji Nian had to stand and wash his hair for him, admiring his handsome face while doing so. Suddenly, Hu Li asked why he only remembered her, leaving Ji Nian flustered and unsure how to respond. The next morning, Hu Li woke up early and cooked breakfast. Ji Nian was captivated by his mannerisms. Seeing her happily eating instant noodles, Hu Li chuckled, remembering her calling herself a little miss. Afterward, she handed him his cell phone, instructing him to stay home and wait for her to finish work. Hu Li held her back, intending to kiss her goodbye, but Ji Nian panicked and made up an excuse before running out of the house. She didn't know that Hu Li was secretly following her, still vaguely unaware of his own identity. Suddenly, Hu Li was attacked from behind and knocked unconscious. Meanwhile, the chairman was talking to Dong Chen. He asked Dong Chen to find a way to replace the deceased Hu Li. Dong Chen suggested moving into Hu Li's villa. The chairman agreed. At the place where Hu Li jumped into the river, someone arrived. Yi Fei stood before the river, tears streaming down her face. She had loved Hu Li since childhood. Thinking about this, her tears flowed unceasingly. Meanwhile, Hu Li was being questioned by Lin Shan for secretly watching Jinian. He said he came looking for her because he missed her. To lighten the mood, Hu Li acted cute and playfully, making Jinian's heart race. Just then, Meng Ting came to Jinian's shop, yelling and demanding she make a birthday cake for her ex-boyfriend. While teasing Jinian, Hu Li came out to defend her. Meng Ting got angry, blaming Hu Li for ruining her bag. Unexpectedly, he exposed Meng Ting's use of counterfeit goods, causing her to run away in shame. Jinian told Lin Shan everything. After listening, Lin Shan warned her to be careful with Hu Li. His house had been taken over by Dong Chen, who also wanted to steal Hu Li's assistant. But the assistant remained loyal, waiting for Hu Li's return, and was ridiculed by Dong Chen for being crazy. While cleaning, Jinian heard the sound of a piano. Worried, she ran downstairs to stop Hu Li, as it was the shop owner's piano. Unexpectedly, the shop owner loved Hu Li's playing. He took the opportunity to complain, and the sympathetic owner hired him as an employee. Hu Li played a song to thank her. That night, his memories gradually returned. It turned out Dong Chen had saved him, and he knew Hu Li had gone to Jinian's house. Suddenly, someone broke into Dong Chen's house in the middle of the night. It was Yi Fei. She had secretly made a key a long time ago. Upon seeing Dong Chen, she immediately reproached him for moving into Hu Li's house. She insisted on staying there and waiting for Hu Li's return. Dong Chen was surprised, but eventually agreed to let her stay. Meanwhile, at Jinian's house, she was busy putting makeup on Hu Li. While playing around, she accidentally slipped and fell onto him. This incident made Jinian extremely embarrassed, and she quickly ran out, leaving Hu Li smiling because he found her amusing. That night, Hu Li couldn't control his curiosity and snuck into Jinian's room. He leaned in to kiss her, but was stopped. She claimed he was sick and couldn't infect her, awkwardly pushing him away. Unexpectedly, Hu Li grabbed her notebook to tease her. While struggling to get the notebook back, Jinian slipped and accidentally kissed Hu Li on the bed. Their eyes met, and both were speechless. The next morning they met again, so embarrassed they couldn't bear to walk together. Meanwhile, Yi Fei continued to search for Hu Li, even attempting to illegally form an organization to find him. Hu Li's first day at work wasn't easy. He was assigned to clean up trash. Dong Chen asked Yang Ji why he chose Jinian, and only then learned she was the chairman's daughter. Yang Ji revealed that he wanted Jinian and Hu Li to fall in love. Not a wish, but a certainty. Jinian and Hu Li were delivering goods together when he was attracted by a crowd dancing. Hu Li went to watch, and suddenly remembered he used to dance like that. He was invited to join them, surrounded by people, a scene that reminded him of his days of being adored. However, the pressure was too much, and he immediately ran away. Jinian worriedly searched for him, and luckily found him sitting exhausted. Terrified, he ran to hug her. Jinian comforted him, but when they returned to the shop, they found Dong Chen inside. She quickly pushed Hu Li upstairs, but he knew, and asked her to bake a cake for a party at his place. Dong Chen said he knew Hu Li had been harmed by the tabloid gossip, and supported her in fighting against the rumors. Before leaving, he warned her to be careful, because if he could find her, others could too. Jinian worriedly ran upstairs to check on Hu Li. That night, he asked about their photo together. Jinian claimed she kept it after he disappeared. Hu Li unexpectedly asked her to fold paper cranes for him, a gift that he treasured. Meanwhile, Yi Fei returned in anger, because her credit card was blocked. She demanded Dong Chen give her the card, resolutely refusing to give up searching for Hu Li. She even came up with the idea of a fundraising campaign. The next day, the photo of Hu Li dancing reached Yi Fei. She heard someone saw Hu Li working as a cafe employee. Yi Fei determinedly went to that cafe. She heard Hu Li playing the piano, and immediately recognized him. The next morning, while Jinian was on her way to work, she unexpectedly received a call from Lin Shan. Lin Shan anxiously said There were many police officers in front of their shop. Hearing this, Ji Nian immediately ran there, but the police were gone when she arrived. She was flustered to see Dong Chen waiting. Dong Chen started a conversation with her, making Ji Nian even more worried. As soon as she went inside, Lin Shan pulled her aside and interrogated her. Having no other choice, Ji Nian had to reveal that Hu Lai was still alive and was in the shop. Lin Shan was shocked and scolded her for playing with fire. Meanwhile, Hu Li was engrossed in playing the piano, oblivious to what was happening around him. Two regular customers kept staring at him and praising him. Lin Shan advised Ji Nian to win Hu Lai over, so that if he regained his memory, he might not pursue her. Hu Li suddenly wanted to take Ji Nian out. Seeing Lin Shan's support, Ji Nian agreed. At the same time, Yi Fei was released by the police. She immediately went to Dong Chen, scolding him for reporting her. She thought Dong Chen was jealous of Hu Lai. After a while of scolding, she angrily left. That night, Ji Nian and Hu Li watched the stars together. They happily took pictures together, then Hu Li took her to a carousel. With a snap of his fingers, the lights brilliantly lit up, delighting Ji Nian. They played and talked about their families. Watching Ji Nian play, Hu Li remembered his childhood. They had played together. In contrast, Dong Chen was drinking to relieve stress, still resentful about Yi Fei's scolding that morning. He thought about Hu Li's amnesia and wasn't sure if Ji Nian could love a robot. At home, Ji Nian reminded herself to keep her distance from Hu Li. The next morning, Hu Li cheerfully cleaned his motorcycle, even preparing matching helmets for the two of them. But when Ji Nian came out, she felt a little embarrassed and made up an excuse to rush off to work, leaving Hu Li behind. Actually, she went to Dong Chen's house to clean. As soon as she entered, Dong Chen said it was Hu Li's house, making Ji Nian curious to explore. Dong Chen pretended to ask if she was a fan of Hu Li. Ji Nian quickly denied it. Meanwhile, Lin Shan was reading tarot cards for Hu Li. She predicted that he had once faced a life-threatening situation. Hu Li nervously denied it but begged Lin Shan to read his love fortune. Lin Shan revealed that they were living together and advised him to add some spice to their relationship. Lin Shan also met Hu Li's assistant privately, asking for his helmet as a souvenir. Returning to the shop, Ji Nian found Hu Lai asleep waiting for her. Her heart was touched. They went to the park to eat, and Ji Nian thought about the future without Hu Li. She gave Hu Li the helmet. He happily tried it on, but unexpectedly recalled a bit of a memory and collapsed. Ji Nian panicked, ran to him, and tearfully called for help. The next morning, Hu Li diligently cooked breakfast. He remembered waking up in a daze, finding Ji Nian hugging him tightly out of worry. Remembering this made Hu Li smile involuntarily. Meanwhile, Ji Nian was worried when she saw that Hu Li had electricity around him and called Yang Zi to tell him everything. Yang Zi was slightly shocked and arranged to meet Ji Nian to talk. Dong Chen woke up to find Yi Fei pointing a knife at his face. Luckily, she was only scaring him. Dong Chen advised her not to be childish. Yi Fei recalled confessing her love to Hu Li on the bridge. She offered to help him become a famous star, but Hu Li flatly refused. At that time, she swore she would make him like her. Meanwhile, Yang Ji was meeting Ji Nian privately, his face full of worry. He revealed to Ji Nian that the chairman wanted to take out Hu Li. He urgently begged her not to let Hu Lai know this. Without the will to survive, a robot like him would die. Ji Nian was extremely worried. Meanwhile, at home, Hu Li was happily cooking, but unexpectedly experienced a short circuit with the gas stove and fell into a daze. During that time, some memories of his days as a famous star flooded back, but only for a moment before he fell backward, unconscious. When Ji Nian returned home, seeing the scene before her, she was extremely panicked, thinking Hu Li had short-circuited and exploded. Luckily, after a while, Hu Li woke up, and she was amazed to see the robot before her. Hu Li started talking about vaguely remembering some things, but Ji Nian awkwardly dodged the conversation. Suddenly, loud yelling came from the bathroom. Ji Nian burst in, only to discover Hu Li had broken out in acne. Seeing him shirtless, Ji Nian was embarrassed and quickly ran out. The next day, Meng Ting came to the shop to cause trouble again, reminding Ji Nian to remember to make her cake the next day. Lin Shan was angry on Ji Nian's behalf, but Meng Ting threatened to post her address online. That night, Jean Yan cooked a sumptuous dinner, making Hu Lai think she was flirting with him. Actually, she was afraid that he would be sad if he knew he was a robot. Unexpectedly, Hu Li covered his face, and Jean Yan blurted out cheesy flirty words, making him laugh. That night, Jean Yan tossed and turned, wondering if Hu Li needed to recharge and how to do it. Meanwhile, Hu Li was dreaming of being a king. Suddenly, Jean Yan crept into his room, searching for a charging port. Hu Li thought she was making a move. He pulled her down onto the bed to tease her, making Jean Yan run out of the room in fear. Jean Yan dreamt of the two of them happily together, Hu Li gently putting on her high heels. Just as they were about to kiss, the alarm rang. Waking up and seeing Hu Lai, she was so embarrassed she wanted to disappear. Lin Shan saw Hu Li at the shop alone and learned that Jean Yan was preparing a party for Zhuo Yuan. Lin Shan revealed that it was Jean Yan's birthday, which was why Meng Ting was making her bake a cake. Hearing this, Hu Li rushed out the door and bumped into someone in costume. Meanwhile, Jean Yan was falsely accused of being a homewrecker and bullied by a large group of people. She angrily wanted to go home, but was stopped by Meng Ting. A friend of Meng Ting's threw a cake at Jean Yan, but she dodged it and it hit Meng Ting instead. Meng Ting was furious. As three people were about to attack Jean Yan, Hu Li appeared in a costume, protecting her. Seeing that she had backup, Jean Yan was no longer hesitant and threw the cake back, causing chaos. She took the opportunity to pull him away. Looking at Hu Li, the warm and kind young man before her, Jean Yan felt he was like a prince from a fairy tale. That night, everyone celebrated her birthday. Jean Yan was very moved and quickly joined the fun. In the end, she received a gift from everyone, a beautiful pair of glass slippers. Seeing Jean Yan descend, beautiful as a princess, Hu Li's heart fluttered. He invited her to dance, and they were both immersed in the melody of love. In the end, Hu Li helped her, drunk, back home. On the way back, Jean Yan remembered her deceased mother and childishly asked Hu Li to carry her. She asked if he would hate her if he knew she had deceived him. Hu Li promised he would never abandon Jean Yan. Returning home, he gave her an expensive camera as a birthday gift. Jean Yan happily hugged him and kissed him in her drunken state. Waking up to find him beside her, she panicked and blushed, remembering last night. Dong Chen coincidentally learned that Xiao Peng, Hu Li's assistant, was planning to deliver something to Jean Yan, so he offered to do it on his way. When Jean Yan saw Dong Chen at her door, she panicked and quickly hid Hu Li inside. Hu Li, seeing them appear intimate, couldn't control himself and rushed out. Dong Chen then invited Jean Yan to have a meal and talk privately. Although worried, she agreed to go with him. During the meal, Dong Chen bluntly revealed that Jean Yan was hiding Hu Lai and suggested they put on an act together. Jean Yan was hesitant but seemed to be persuaded by Dong Chen. Meanwhile, Hu Lai, like a lost soul, was being teased relentlessly by Lin Shan. When Jean Yan returned to the shop, she found Hu Li sulking and asked him to talk privately. She was wondering whether she should tell Hu Lai the truth. Meanwhile, Hu Li thought she was about to throw him out of her life. They went in circles without saying anything. Finally, Jean Yan said that Dong Chen had recognized him. That night, Hu Li secretly took her phone, went online, and discovered that he had been a famous idol. The next morning, Hu Li hummed his song, making Jean Yan worry that he had remembered something. He suggested going out with Dong Chen, and although Jean Yan didn't want to, she couldn't refuse. Dong Chen arrived at their meeting place on a motorcycle. Hu Li recognized the bike as similar to his own. They engaged in a boxing match. Hu Li landed a punch that knocked Dong Chen down. Hu Li revealed that he remembered everything. Jean Yan worried outside that Dong Chen would badmouth her. Imagining this, Hu Li stormed out angrily. Dong Chen said he knew everything. Jean Yan hurried after him, but Hu Li didn't want to hear anything from her. Finally, back home, Jean Yan honestly told him everything, from his swimming accident to their relationship. Hu Li was angry that she had hidden it from him. After everything, he asked if she had feelings for him. Although she desperately wanted to say yes, to protect him, Jean Yan remained silent. Hu Li unexpectedly confessed his feelings and kissed her passionately. The next day, after seeing the news about herself on TV, Jean Yan felt flustered. She felt unworthy of Hu Li. He scolded her for being self-deprecating, but Jinian still pushed him to go to work, her eyes brimming with tears. At the cafe, she told Lin Shan everything. Lin Shan was so shocked, her mouth hung open. Jinian worried that Hu Lai would be angry if he knew she'd received money to hide him. Lin Shan advised her to keep it a secret, because telling him would make Hu Lai even angrier. Suddenly, Hu Li appeared. He came to the cafe to comfort Jinian. Just as she was about to tell the truth, the editor-in-chief called, inviting her back to work. Jinian happily said goodbye to Hu Li, unaware that it was all thanks to him. Hu Li had asked Dong Chen to get her job back. At the company, her superiors flattered her and gave her an important assignment. Leaving the company, Zhuo Yuan found her and forced her to meet him at a bar that night. Otherwise, he would release her personal information online. Jinian returned to the cafe, met Dong Chen, and told him about Zhuo Yuan's threats. Dong Chen offered to help her. Entering and seeing Hu Lai happily chatting with some older women, Jinian scolded him severely. It turned out she was taking her anger out on Hu Li. Lin Shan felt sorry for Hu Lai, so she revealed that he had used the shop owner's salary advance to buy her a birthday present and now had to work extra hard to pay it back. Outside, Hu Li and Dong Chen were having a private conversation. Dong Chen revealed that Zhuo Yuan had forced Jinian to go to the bar tonight. So that night, two beautiful women appeared in the bar, but they were actually Hu Li and Dong Chen in disguise. Hu Li pretended to pass by and flirt with Zhuo Yuan, luring him into the restroom to make a move. Hu Lai then took a picture of Zhuo Yuan behaving indecently. Zhuo Yuan was shocked to discover Dong Chen was a man, but it was too late. After everything was settled, Hu Li and Dong Chen returned to show Jinian their victory. She couldn't help but laugh at Hu Li and drag. As a result, Zhuo Yuan no longer dared to bother her. Seeing Jinian happy, Hu Li tried to kiss her, but Jinian pushed him away and sent him home early. Slightly disappointed, Hu Li confided in Dong Chen, who thought Jinian was hiding something. Returning home, Hu Li rummaged through Jinian's room. Meanwhile, Jinian was at the cafe, baking a cake to apologize to him. Finally, Hu Lai found her ledger and read about Jinian receiving money from Young Ji. He read all the contracts and documents between them. Jinian happily went home, but when she entered and saw Hu Li looking at her ledger, she was so shocked she dropped the cake. Hu Li angrily confronted her, causing Jinian to panic, run outside and lock him in. She called Dong Chen for help, while Hu Li inside lost control, demanding she open the door and calling her a money grubber. Although Jinian tried to explain, Hu Lai didn't believe her. She felt heartbroken seeing him think so poorly of her. Suddenly, Hu Li broke down the door and frantically questioned her about her true feelings. Jinian admitted that she did it all for money. At that moment, Dong Chen and Xiao Peng arrived. Xiao Peng brought photos to jog Hu Li's memory, but he still didn't believe it. Xiao Peng gave Hu Li his diary about him. Hu Li read what Xiao Peng had collected over the years, and finally, he believed Xiao Peng. Hu Li questioned Jinian about Yang Zhe, but she had lost contact with him. Hu Li pressed further, frightening Jinian speechless. Dong Chen couldn't stand it anymore and defended Jinian. Hu Li wanted to find Yang Zhe, but Jinian stopped him. Hu Li agreed on one condition. Jinian had to become his henchman, serving him from A to Z like a boss. That evening, as Jinian was preparing for bed, Hu Li started trouble again. He ordered expensive food and made her pay. He even made her watch him eat messily and peel shrimp for him. Jinian was angry inside, but told herself to endure it. The next morning, Hu Li called people to renovate the house, using the money she received from Yang Ji to buy all sorts of things, including the most expensive phone. Jinian almost fainted looking at the bill. Dong Chen suggested letting Hu Li stay at his place, but Jinian didn't want to and made up an excuse to refuse. When she went to Lin Shan's place, she poured out her frustrations. Lin Shan thought she deserved it for her mistakes. Before she could finish feeling down, Jinian received more shocking news. Hu Li had ordered 10 cakes to be delivered to her house. Meanwhile, at home, Hu Li was bad-mouthing Jinian to Xiao Peng, calling her a money grubber and saying he would never like her. Unexpectedly, Jinian returned at that moment and overheard the conversation. Extremely upset, she said nothing and left. Hu Li called out to her, saying that when he became an idol again, he would pay her back and she could have his motorcycle. Ji Nian wanted to smash the motorcycle, but decided against it because it was too expensive. Lin Shan saw Ji Nian's sadness and took her out. Meanwhile, Hu Li worried when she didn't come home. He ran to the cafe and saw a message from Lin Shan, so he rushed to the karaoke bar. By then, the chairman had discovered Hu Li in the video and instructed his subordinates to watch out for Yang Ji. Ji Nian was singing karaoke to relieve her frustrations, admitting to Lin Shan that she still liked Hu Li. Suddenly, Hu Li appeared. Lin Shan left before things got awkward. Hu Li apologized to Ji Nian for his actions, but she angrily poured out her heart and tried to leave. Hu Li unexpectedly scooped Ji Nian up, ignoring her protests, and carried her home. Because she struggled too much, he put her down. Ji Nian angrily chased him out of the house. Hu Li agreed, but she wouldn't let him, and they had a scuffle, causing her to sprain her ankle. At the same time, the chairman met with Yang Ji, intending to make Hu Li disappear again. Yang Ji said Hu Li was with Ji Nian, and advised the chairman not to act rashly. Back home, Hu Li and Xiao Peng looked for a new place to stay, but couldn't find anything suitable. Hu Li said he should take responsibility for making Ji Nian sprain her ankle, so he should stay and take care of her. Ji Nian limped downstairs and told Hu Li to get out. Hu Li made excuses to stay, so she demanded he pay exorbitant rent and do housework to stay. That night, while Hu Li was sleeping soundly, Ji Nian unexpectedly came to cause trouble. She demanded he clear out his things because she wanted to sleep there. Hu Li had no choice but to run around the house at 3 a.m., thinking women were truly strange. The next day, Ji Nian claimed her foot hurt and demanded he make braised pork knuckle to nourish her. She even tricked him into doing laundry while she watching TV, and littering carelessly. Hu Li was furious but gritted his teeth and cleaned up. Suddenly, Dong Chen visited, bringing things with shells so Ji Nian could easily litter. Seeing her happily laughing, Hu Li thought she would eventually get struck by lightning. Suddenly, the TV lost signal, but when Hu Li approached, the signal returned. She forced Hu Li to stand still so she could continue watching. Hu Li was furious but could do nothing, imagining that if he returned to being an idol, they would both be doomed, yet he still had to scrub the toilet. Talking to Dong Chen, he said Ji Nian was trying to keep him. He only finished everything late at night and went to bed. The next morning, Ji Nian woke up to find him beside her, and she panicked, kicking him off the bed. Suddenly, Hu Li realized Ji Nian was faking her sprained ankle. He asked if she was doing this to keep him, but Ji Nian didn't answer and quickly ran away. At the cafe, Lin Shan was reading tarot cards about her love life when Xiao Peng entered, stunning her. Lin Shan secretly looked at Xiao Peng, smiling coyly. Yang Ji wanted to take Hu Li away, and no matter how much Dong Chen tried to persuade him, he wouldn't change his mind. Ji Nian came to the cafe, met Xiao Peng, and received a stack of autographed photos of Hu Li, knowing he was about to leave. Hearing this, Ji Nian fell into deep thought. Lin Shan was captivated by Xiao Peng, finding him very cute. Ji Nian was about to text Hu Li to make amends when Yang Ji called, informing her he was about to take Hu Li away. She rushed home and saw Hu Li preparing to leave, but didn't dare to stop him. He passed her and left, her eyes filled with tears. Entering the empty house, Ji Nian tried to comfort herself that she no longer had to share things with anyone, but her heart was heavy. Actually, Hu Li only wanted to see the chairman to see what would happen. He intentionally said that to encourage Ji Nian to try to stop him. Dong Chen advised him to be careful, while also encouraging him to maintain his composure. Dong Chen took Hu Li back to the villa, introducing it as his old house. Hu Li asked why Dong Chen was protecting him. Dong Chen revealed that the chairman wanted him to disappear. Hu Li choked on this news, not expecting to be in such a precarious situation. Meanwhile, Ji Nian was still distraught, and Lin Shan was worried about her. Hu Li waited a long time for her to call and beg him to come back, but outwardly he remained cold and indifferent. That night, Ji Nian kept thinking about the time she spent with Hu Li, tears falling uncontrollably. She wanted to call Hu Li, but thought she didn't deserve to, so she stopped herself. Following Hu Li's instructions, Xiao Peng went to check on Ji Nian and asked to work with her at the cafe. Suddenly, a man came to the bakery who was very familiar with Ji Nian. He gave her a ring, and Ji Nian happily accepted it. Xiao Pang worried about this situation and reported it to Hu Li. As soon as Hu Li found out, he was furious, his inner emotions burning, but he still pretended to be unconcerned with Dong Chen, saying he didn't care. In fact, the man was just a customer ordering a cake. However, Hu Li couldn't help but call Ji Nian, scolding her for being fickle and making trouble. Ji Nian found him childish and angrily hung up. She went out drinking with Lin Shan, conveniently bad-mouthing Hu Li as a nuisance. Xiao Pang overheard and reported it to Hu Li, making him even more depressed. Seeing Ji Nian's heartbreak, Lin Shan tried to drink with her to cheer her up. That night, Ji Nian got very drunk and didn't realize Hu Li was secretly following her. He silently escorted her home, preventing her from hitting her head on a tree. The more he walked, the more Hu Li realized that Ji Nian always kept him in her heart, thinking of him in everything she did. Back home, she cried because she missed Hu Li, even confiding in his motorcycle to ease her sadness. Ji Nian expressed her feelings, moving Hu Li deeply. He apologized and hugged her tightly. She cried, begging him not to leave. Finally, Hu Li carried her to bed. Looking at the girl who loved him, Hu Li gently kissed Ji Nian's forehead. The next morning, remembering everything, she was embarrassed. Going downstairs, she saw Hu Li cooking breakfast. They had a serious conversation. Hu Li held her hand and kissed her. Ji Nian reacted quickly and made an excuse to leave, but he pulled her back and kissed her again. Finally, they made up and confirmed their relationship. Ji Nian happily initiated a kiss, and they were immersed in their happiness. They chose clothes to go to work together, but nothing matched. Shyly holding hands, they went to work, looking adorable. At that time, the chairman went to find Yang Ji, scolding him for allowing Hu Li to stay at Ji Nian's house, and that she was his daughter. Yang Ji threatened the chairman, telling him to be careful, or his daughter would witness her father killing the man she loved. At that moment, Ji Nian and Hu Li were being lovey-dovey at Lin Shan's cafe, making everyone watching feel cheesy. Ji Nian only had a minor burn, but Hu Li acted like the sky was falling, rushing to blow on it for her. At that moment, Xiao Pang entered the cafe and didn't know who told him to eat the cake Ji Nian made for Hu Li. Before Hu Li could stop him, Xiao Pang had eaten it, making Hu Li angrily threaten Xiao Pang to make amends. So Xiao Pang had to dress up as a frog and hand out flyers. Lin Shan felt sorry for him and gave him some water, but he still didn't understand what he had done wrong. Thanks to Lin Shan's explanation, this foolish guy finally understood how serious his crime was. That night, Ji Nian and Hu Li were showing off their affection at the dinner table, making Dong Chen disgusted. They publicly announced their relationship, but everyone in the shop had known for a long time. Hu Li, taking advantage of the happy occasion, sang a song, but a pair of eyes were watching them outside. Ji Nian looked at Hu Li intently, never leaving his side. Dong Chen noticed someone watching and started to think. Then Ji Nian pulled Hu Li out to take pictures together, and they happily went home. Meanwhile, the chairman went to see Dong Chen and asked about the situation. Knowing he couldn't hide it, Dong Chen told the truth. He said he'd only visited the cafe that day and had met Hu Li. There was no intention to hide him. The chairman asked if he should let Yang Ji take Hu Li away. Dong Chen agreed, and the chairman decided to have Hu Li meet him the next day. The next morning, Ji Nian and Hu Li were being lovey-dovey, refusing to separate, making Dong Chen watch a romance movie he didn't want to. Finally, they said goodbye in the car. Dong Chen mentioned Yang Ji wanted to take Hu Li away, but Hu Li just smiled unconcernedly. Dong Chen wished Hu Li good luck. Lin Shan admitted her feelings for Xiao Pang, believing they were destined to be together. Yang Ji revealed that Hu Li was a robot. He felt absurd, but Yang Ji had enough evidence to prove it. Hu Li angrily stood up and tried to leave, when Yang Ji revealed that Ji Nian was the chairman's daughter. It was like a bolt of lightning to Hu Li. Ji Nian knew nothing about this. She was happily making a photo album of them, recording every affectionate moment. Suddenly, someone burst into Yang Ji's office. Realizing the danger, Dong Chen rushed over and pulled Ji Nian away. Hu Li had been captured and bound by the chairman. He hoped Hu Li wouldn't blame him, but Hu Li wasn't afraid. He just hoped the chairman wouldn't tell Jinian. The bulldozer started up, welcoming Hu Li to a brutal death. He recalled his memories with Jinian, filled with regret and love. Suddenly, Dong Chen brought Jinian to the scene. Without hesitation, Jinian bravely stood in front of the bulldozer to protect Hu Li. The chairman was stunned by this sight. Despite Hu Li's attempts to stop her, Jinian insisted on staying with him, determined to live and die together. She warned her father not to do something unforgivable. The bulldozer got closer, but at the last moment, the chairman relented and decided to spare Hu Li. Jinian happily hugged him, but then fainted from worry. Waking up, she immediately asked about Hu Li's well-being, but he only said he'd recovered all his memories. Suddenly, Jinian had a bad feeling. As soon as that thought crossed her mind, Hu Li gave her a bank card, saying the money inside was enough to pay off her debts. Then he suggested they break up. Jinian was stunned and asked if it was because she was the chairman's daughter, but Hu Li only said that since he'd remembered everything, he wanted to start a new life. She asked what they had been to each other, but he remained silent and left. She chased after him, crying and asking for a reason, but Hu Li only responded coldly. She asked why he kept their love journal. Hu Li said he was afraid she would expose him later, then threw the journal away and left Jinian crying in the rain. She collapsed and cried on the ground, while Hu Li seemed to have unspoken troubles as well. Yang Jie met with the chairman privately, promising to take Hu Li to live elsewhere. The chairman warned him to keep his word, or he would regret it. A few days later, Lin Shan visited Jinian's house and found her baking cakes for days. It turned out Jinian wanted to enter a baking competition. Lin Shan was happy to see her cheerful. Jinian said she wanted to go abroad to change her life. Seeing Jinian like that, Lin Shan felt guilty and decided to stay at the cafe to work as an apology. But unbeknownst to Jinian, Hu Li was secretly watching her from afar. Seeing her happy, he was relieved and left. The next day, the chairman went to find Jinian, but her disgust contrasted with his enthusiasm. The chairman hoped Jinian would forgive him for his past mistakes with her mother, but Jinian still hated her father for his infidelity and slammed the door, sending him away. Meanwhile, Hu Li sat alone in his room, holding the love journal he'd secretly retrieved that night. He carefully looked at each happy photo of them, then carefully put it in his suitcase to take with him. Dong Chen gave him a cleaning robot, but when it identified him as scrap metal, they both couldn't help but laugh. Meanwhile, Jinian was still distraught. That night, she felt foolish for being deceived by Hu Li. But unexpectedly, the next morning, rumors about Jinian and Hu Li's relationship exploded, with the media investigating and widely reporting it. Added to the fact that Hu Li's body hadn't been found, netizens increasingly believed he was still alive. The chairman, furious after reading the news, ordered his subordinates to bring Hu Li back. Lin Shan informed Jinian, and now she was surrounded by Hu Li's fans, even more than an idol. Suddenly, Hu Li appeared from the crowd and rushed in to save her. Jinian got into the car with him, but her heart was full of anger. She continuously scolded him and warned him not to interfere in her life. She begged Hu Li to tell the fans that they weren't lovers, then turned and walked away. Watching Jinian's back disappear, Hu Li's heart was heavy. His heart only contained her. It turned out Dong Chen had leaked the information to the media. He knew that without Jinian, Hu Li wouldn't survive. Dong Chen wanted to see how an AI like Hu Li would choose in the current situation. Jinian realized things were getting serious. She had become a celebrity, attracting thousands of people's attention. The chairman gave Hu Li a script to deal with it, but this time, he didn't want to be controlled anymore. He decided to return to the stage and continue to be with Jinian. But meanwhile, Jinian was surrounded by the media, everyone believing she was taking advantage of Hu Li's amnesia to keep him. Suddenly, Hu Li appeared with the aura of a male lead, standing before the media confirming that Jinian was his savior and the person he wanted to be with. He took Jinian away under the reporters' astonished gaze. The news quickly became a sensation. After driving for a while, Jinian demanded to get out of the car, scolding him for putting her in this difficult situation. Hu Li promised to help her return to a normal life, but Jinian was still angry, scolding him before leaving. The chairman learned about the situation, and once again, he thought about eliminating Hu Li. Yi Fei returned from her trip and was picked up by Dong Chen. In the car, she continuously asked about Hu Li. After finding out Ji Nian's whereabouts, she demanded to get out of the car and left. Dong Chen watched her go, remembering years ago when he tried his best to get the chairman's recognition, but the company only focused on Hu Li. He angrily smashed his guitar, and Yi Fei unintentionally witnessed it. She told him not to take his anger out on the guitar, and they had a very pleasant conversation. Before leaving, Yi Fei told him not to like her. Ji Nian and Lin Shan finally reached the cafe with difficulty. Ji Nian was distraught because her life was constantly being disrupted by Hu Li. Suddenly, Yi Fei opened the door and entered, shocking them both. As soon as she entered, she began to belittle Ji Nian, warning her to know her place because her relationship with Hu Li was just an act for the public. Ji Nian confirmed that it was just acting and hoped that Hu Li would stay away from her afterward. Ji Nian then found an excuse to send Yi Fei away. Yi Fei was Hu Li's true love, and Hu Li was waiting for the opportunity to apologize to Ji Nian, wanting to tell her the truth after everything was settled. After their conversation, Yi Fei returned to see the chairman. He was her father. The chairman doted on Yi Fei, but told her not to bother Hu Li too much. Ji Nian was miserable, eating and hiding. When she called to apologize to the shop owner for the past few days, the shop owner announced that Hu Li had bought the cafe. Ji Nian was shocked. When she got home, reporters surrounded her, and Hu Li suddenly appeared and pulled her away. They went to Dong Chen's villa. He suggested she stay there temporarily. After 2 months, they would officially announce their breakup. Out of respect for Dong Chen, she agreed. The next morning, Hu Li gently woke Ji Nian up, and they acted affectionately in the morning. Then they had breakfast together, but it was all an act. The moment the camera stopped rolling, Ji Nian showed her displeasure and left. The news of them filming a show was very hot, and Ji Nian was kept busy acting all day. Her charming acting made Hu Li constantly smile. Suddenly, he calmly brought her a pair of high heels. Ji Nian was unconsciously embarrassed. They looked into each other's eyes. An awkward atmosphere filled the set. But in the car, she showed her displeasure again, wanting the show to end quickly so they could break up. Hu Li wasn't happy. The chairman watched their show. He was pleased that Ji Nian was becoming well known, and then ordered Yi Fei to join the film. Arriving at the film set, the director introduced the script, and Ji Nian was surprised by Hu Li's large villa. When visiting the pool, she hugged him and acted affectionately. Then Dong Chen and Yi Fei appeared. Feeling awkward, she made an excuse to leave. Dong Chen followed her to comfort Ji Nian, revealing that Yi Fei was the chairman's daughter. Ji Nian was surprised, and Yi Fei continued to flirt with Hu Li, but he ignored her. Dong Chen felt sorry for Ji Nian. Yi Fei had not only taken her father, but also Hu Li. He reminded Ji Nian that Yi Fei could get whatever she wanted. Ji Nian was unhappy and went inside. Hu Li warned Dong Chen not to bring Yi Fei back, because he didn't want Ji Nian to misunderstand. Yi Fei was angry at being ignored. Dong Chen comforted her and took her out to play. Sitting in the luxurious dining room, Ji Nian felt annoyed. Unable to control herself, she slammed the table and poured out her heart. This place was huge but cold. She just wanted to go home and lie on her bed. After saying that, she angrily left. That night, Hu Li and Xiao Peng waited in front of her house, watching the reporters and hoping they would leave quickly. Suddenly, Hu Li had an idea. He spread a rumor that Dong Chen was dating an actress, causing the reporters to rush off to find Dong Chen. Dong Chen, who was playing games, also realized something was wrong and pulled Yi Fei away from the reporters. Taking the opportunity, Hu Li and Xiao Peng went into Ji Nian's house, moving all her favorite things to the villa. Looking at Ji Nian's room, Hu Li lay on her bed, confiding in her about his deep love for her and asking her for time to explain. The next day, Lin Shan called Ji Nian to go out. When she entered Ji Nian's house, it was empty, and Ji Nian ran outside in a panic, only to find her belongings everywhere. She knew it was Hu Li's way of cheering her up. The cold room was now filled with her stuffed animals. Hu Li and Dong Chen were boxing together. Dong Chen blamed him for spreading rumors to the reporters, but Hu Li knew Dong Chen liked Yi Fei and encouraged him to pursue his love. Ji Nian had just arrived and was surrounded by reporters, when Hu Li rescued her in time. It turned out the director had been negligent in protecting the actors, and Xiao Peng helped negotiate so they wouldn't sue the film crew. Jinian had just changed clothes when Yi Fei offered her a gift. Jinian refused, but Yi Fei forced her to wear her necklace. Yi Fei apologized for the incident at the cafe, thinking that Jinian genuinely liked Hu Li. Arriving at the location, Jinian met Hu Li and angrily scolded him. She said she didn't want to keep acting like this. She was tired. She always had to be wary of Hu Li, because she didn't know if his feelings were real or fake. Even the necklace Yi Fei gave her felt constricting. She wanted to take it off to feel lighter. Suddenly, Hu Li approached her, took off the necklace, and they looked at each other intensely. Yi Fei planned to take a photo of Hu Li and Jinian together to post online, only to be scolded by Dong Chen for being thoughtless. Yi Fei only knew that she liked Hu Li and wanted him to belong to her. Dong Chen asked her if she knew what it meant to like someone. It was to wish them happiness, not to possess them. That night, Jinian sat alone in a restaurant looking dejected. Lin Xian saw her, comforted her, and asked what was wrong. Jinian confided that she wanted to leave home to escape the pressure. While talking to Lin Xian, Xiao Peng suddenly ran in. Jinian thought Xiao Peng was looking for her on Hu Li's orders, but it turned out he was there to see Lin Xian. Seeing them holding hands, Jinian was delighted. She also told Xiao Peng not to be a flirt like someone else. A moment later, Xiao Peng called Hu Li. As soon as Hu Li answered, he heard Jinian's drunk voice scolding him. She warned him to keep Yi Fei away from her, and expressed her desire to leave this lover act. Hu Li hadn't had a chance to respond before the call was abruptly ended. Dong Chen advised him to tell Jinian the truth, but Hu Li worried that if he said he was a robot, she wouldn't believe him, or she might throw him away like scrap. Imagining being discarded by Jinian, Hu Li shuddered in fear. The next day, news about Jinian and Hu Li flooded the internet. People even rumored that Jinian had been dumped by Hu Li. Hearing this, Jinian was very sad. Suddenly, a senior of hers returned from abroad to visit, and he patted Jinian's head very affectionately. Lin Xian saw this and reported it to Xiao Peng. And finally, the news reached Hu Li. He rushed to find Jinian. The senior's name was Zhao Lin. He had just returned from studying abroad to visit her. Zhao Lin offered to take Jinian to study abroad, making her excited, but she hesitated, thinking about something. She asked her senior for more time to think. While they were talking, Hu Li suddenly burst in. Without saying anything, he pulled Jinian away. Outside, he scolded her for not knowing her place, but Jinian said they were only acting. She angrily said she was going abroad, making Hu Li angry. He pulled her in for a kiss, but Jinian pushed him away, scolding him. Unable to bear it, Hu Li confessed that he was a robot. Hearing this, Jinian froze. He promised that even as a robot, he would make her happy, but Jinian said she needed time and left, and they continued to drift apart. Watching Jinian's back disappear, Hu Li was disappointed. He told Dong Chen, thinking Jinian was afraid of him. Suddenly, Yi Fei appeared, pretending to slip and fall into the pool. Dong Chen rushed out, but Hu Li was faster. He warned Yi Fei not to bother Jinian anymore, then let go, causing her to fall into the pool. Dong Chen immediately jumped in to save her. Jinian, at home, knew that Hu Li was acting cold because he was hiding the fact that he was a robot and was afraid she would leave him. So she decided to teach Hu Li a lesson. Yi Fei came ashore, feeling resentful because she didn't understand why Hu Li was cold towards her. She said she was willing to sacrifice everything for Hu Li to like her. Dong Chen felt heartbroken, but still promised to help her. Hu Li had just returned home when he saw Jinian about to throw away a vacuum cleaner because it was broken. He fearfully begged her to let him fix it, as it was a familiar household item. Jinian seemed amused and agreed immediately. Hu Li later told Dong Chen that Jinian seemed to hate him, but Dong Chen said Jinian had known he was a robot for a long time. Hu Li was shocked and asked why he was only telling her now. Dong Chen just smiled, saying that no one had asked before. Jinian was still immersed in love when Dong Chen suddenly came to talk to her. He seriously revealed that he was also a robot, shocking Jinian. Dong Chen also said that only he could save Hu Li, and suggested that Jinian break up with Hu Li, because Yi Fei liked him. He guaranteed he would save Hu Li if Ji Nian agreed to break up. Ji Nian was slightly shaken. That evening, Hu Li and Xiao Peng were preparing for a confession, but he waited a long time, and Ji Nian didn't come. She was sad, remembering the events they had gone through, and burst into tears. Finally, Ji Nian wandered over. Hu Li happily greeted her and gave her flowers, but Ji Nian responded with disgust. She said she couldn't love a robot. No matter how much Hu Li explained, she wouldn't accept it. Ji Nian said she regretted falling in love with him, and turned to leave, ignoring Hu Li's attempts to stop her. They broke up in tears. The next day, they were cleaning together. Hu Li even helped Ji Nian when she accidentally slipped. They made a heart shape together, a romantic atmosphere, but it was just acting. As soon as the scene was cut, Ji Nian left, ignoring the dejected Hu Li. He confided in Dong Chen, but Dong Chen thought they weren't compatible. Ji Nian went to see Zhao Lin give a lecture. She admired her talented senior. Hu Li was having a press conference with Zhuo Yuan when he was asked about his relationship, making him unhappy and looking for an excuse to end it. Yi Fei intentionally stayed to get more information about Ji Nian, but Zhuo Yuan revealed that Zhao Lin really liked Ji Nian. Hu Li was unhappy and sent Zhuo Yuan away. Ji Nian had just finished watching the lecture and was talking to Zhao Lin when Meng Ting appeared. She started to harass Ji Nian and deliberately tried to undermine her. When Ji Nian went to the restroom, Meng Ting locked the door and sent a picture to the media. Meanwhile, Hu Li scolded Yi Fei for causing trouble, but she retorted because he kept defending Ji Nian. Hu Li couldn't help but reveal that Ji Nian was her younger sister. Yi Fei was shocked. Suddenly, a fire broke out in the building. Dong Chen pulled Yi Fei away, while Ji Nian was locked inside, banging on the door to no avail. Hu Li searched everywhere for her, called her, and learned she was trapped in the restroom. Ji Nian begged him not to come, because he would be in danger, but Hu Li had promised to protect her, and didn't listen. Facing death, Ji Nian tearfully confessed her feelings, saying she liked him very much, and if she survived, she wouldn't leave Hu Li again. Finally, Hu Li arrived in time to rescue Ji Nian, but suddenly he short-circuited and fainted. Luckily, Dong Chen arrived in time to save Hu Li. Waking up, Hu Li found himself safely back home. Outside, Ji Nian was talking to Yang Zhe, telling him everything that happened. Hearing about Dong Chen scaring Ji Nian, Yang Xi laughed and told her to stay with Hu Li, and he would take care of the treatment. Ji Nian was excited, relieved that everything was over. Yi Fei also returned home. She angrily scolded Dong Chen for hiding the fact that Ji Nian was her sister. Dong Chen explained that he did it for her, but Yi Fei was still unhappy and left angrily. Meanwhile, Ji Nian decided to stay with Hu Li, making him happily hug her. Hu Li even lifted Ji Nian up to hang their photo together, and they continued to be affectionate as before. Yi Fei began to question her father, the chairman, who knew he couldn't hide it anymore, and told the truth. Yi Fei angrily scolded him for only caring about his career, and she felt guilty for treating Ji Nian badly. Hu Li heard Ji Nian tell everything, and she promised she would never abandon him again. Suddenly, Hu Li wanted to recharge his body, so he pulled Ji Nian in and kissed her passionately. The next afternoon, Hu Li went to confront Dong Chen. They both realized they were doing it for the people they loved, and decided to have a friendly competition in the pool, playing together. At that time, Zhao Lin met Ji Nian and talked about studying abroad. He revealed that it was all arranged by Ji Nian's father, and gave her the card the chairman had sent, advising her to go home and talk to her father. When Ji Nian arrived, the chairman was very excited and told people to prepare many delicious dishes to welcome her. Ji Nian agreed to have dinner with her father, but hoped he wouldn't stop her and Hu Li anymore. Whether it was for a day or a lifetime, she wanted to be with Hu Li. After dinner, Ji Nian went home dejectedly, suddenly remembering her mother. Suddenly, Hu Li called and asked her out. Turning around, she saw Hu Li waiting behind her, happily running to hug him. The incident of Meng Ting locking Ji Nian up was investigated. The chairman ordered Dong Chen to deal with Meng Ting. Dong Chen invited Yi Fei along, and upon learning that Meng Ting was the one who harmed Ji Nian, she immediately agreed. Meanwhile, Hu Li and Ji Nian went to see a movie, happily feeding each other and playing around. Zhuo Yuan was also bought off by the chairman's people to buy back the leaked video of Hu Li's electrical malfunction. Although he didn't understand what was going on, Zhuo Yuan agreed to take the money and keep quiet. Meanwhile, Dong Chen and Yi Fei had arrived. As soon as they entered, Yi Fei teased Meng Ting as a mistress, showing a video and threatening to sue her. Meng Ting was scared and promised not to bother Jin Yan again. Meanwhile, Hu Li was accidentally spotted by a fan. He pulled Jin Yan away from the cinema, but suddenly realized that running away wasn't the best solution. It was better for the fans to confirm the truth than let false rumors spread. So he kissed her in the hallway. Fans witnessed it, excitedly taking pictures and posting them online. Yi Fei was eating when she accidentally saw the photo, becoming so sad she didn't want to eat anymore. Dong Chen comforted her, telling her to ask herself if Hu Li was still worth it. Yi Fei pondered, then decided to go to the cafe to find Jin Yan. Seeing Yi Fei, Jin Yan thought trouble was coming again. Meanwhile, the chairman went to find Hu Li. Zhuo Yuan unintentionally witnessed this and learned that Hu Li wanted to terminate his contract with the chairman. Hu Li wanted to live a normal life and be with Jin Yan. The chairman didn't stop him, he only hoped his daughter would live peacefully. Jin Yan later saw the video of Yi Fei talking to Meng Ting and was amused that someone was acting on her behalf. Yi Fei frankly said she did it because she liked Jin Yan and invited her to her birthday party. She promised that if Jin Yan came, she wouldn't fight over Hu Li anymore. Jin Yan agreed. Then Jin Yan frankly told Hu Li that she wouldn't bother him anymore. Although it was just acting, it was what she truly wanted to say. Suddenly, Dong Chen announced that Yi Fei had invited Jin Yan to her birthday party. Hearing this, Hu Li rushed to find Jin Yan. Meanwhile, she was being bothered by Zhuo Yuan. He boasted that he had filmed Hu Li fainting, surprising Jin Yan. Suddenly, Yi Fei appeared to protect Jin Yan. Zhuo Yuan was surprised to know she was Yi Fei's sister, and he was teased until he was embarrassed. Yi Fei took Jin Yan to the birthday party and teased her that wearing the necklace meant she liked her. While they were playing, someone came to cause trouble. Lin Shan arrived and teased Yi Fei about buying the role. Jin Yan tried to reason with them, but was stopped. Yi Fei angrily pulled her outside. This news reached Hu Li and Dong Chen, and they rushed to check the situation. Zhuo Yuan secretly entered the room, while Jin Yan was comforting Yi Fei outside. Seeing her crying incessantly, Jin Yan invited her to drink beer. Meanwhile, Zhuo Yuan found useful information and secretly took pictures of everything. That night, Yi Fei was completely drunk. The two sisters happily chatted. Hu Li and Dong Chen worriedly came looking for them, thinking they were fighting, and rushed in. Yi Fei made Hu Li apologize to her. Hu Li apologized to Yi Fei and pulled Jin Yan away, leaving Dong Chen and Yi Fei behind. Dong Chen sang a happy birthday song, gave her a bracelet, and blew out the candles with her. Suddenly, Yi Fei asked Dong Chen if he liked her. Dong Chen gently said he liked her, then softly kissed Yi Fei's forehead. Meanwhile, Jin Yan was chatting with Hu Li at home. She was very happy to have a sister like Yi Fei. Hu Li realized that Dong Chen was causing all the trouble, but Jin Yan found him cute. Hu Li was jealous, making Jin Yan think he was childish, and laugh happily. Suddenly, Hu Li snapped his fingers, and a fake sky appeared. The two happily watched the night scene. Early in the morning, they were showing affection again, acting childish, and refusing to go to work. Yi Fei woke up to find herself lying on Dong Chen's lap, remembering last night's confession and smiling coyly. When the cleaning staff came in, Dong Chen woke up, carried her to the car, and took her home. Yi Fei asked him if he said anything strange last night, but Dong Chen denied it, saying there was nothing. Meanwhile, Zhuo Yuan hired a hacker to find information about Hu Li. Although he knew the risk of imprisonment was high, he was determined to do it. Luckily, Dong Chen appeared in time to beat up the pervert. Yi Fei wasn't someone who could be easily bullied and used the scene to slap back, and they fought fiercely. Luckily, Jin Yan arrived in time to stop them, but Lin Shan accidentally slapped her in the face. Yi Fei was even angrier, and the fight became more intense. Finally, Hu Li had to ice Jin Yan's face. He scolded her for not knowing her limits, but Jin Yan said she was her sister, so she had to protect her. If it was Hu Li, she would also rush to save him. Afterward, Ji Nian asked Hu Lai to inquire about something for her, and she went to a job interview. Yi Fei was being taken care of by Dong Chen, but his excessive intimacy made her feel embarrassed. She boldly asked about him, saying he liked her, but Dong Chen continuously denied it, saying she had misheard. Yi Fei angrily left. Hu Lai found out why Lin Shan hated Yi Fei. It turned out Yi Fei had bought the female lead role that Lin Shan's friend was supposed to play. He promised to solve this. Ji Nian successfully interviewed, but was gossiped about in the restroom by coworkers, who thought she got the job because of Hu Li. Feeling sad, she went outside and was surrounded by reporters. Luckily, Hu Li arrived in time to take her away, and they went to the beach. She told Hu Lai about the gossip, and he comforted her, telling her not to worry about it. After a while, Ji Nian cheered up and asked him to carry her around the beach. That night, Hu Lai took Dong Chen out for snacks and told him why Lin Shan hated Yi Fei. Suddenly, Hu Li said he wanted to propose to Ji Nian. Dong Chen was shocked. The next day, Hu Li and Ji Nian went to the cafe to bake, but they just showed affection everywhere. Hu Li acted childishly, making Ji Nian laugh happily. Hu Li invited Lin Shan and Xiao Peng to the party. Lin Shan happily accepted. Yi Fei was trying on dresses for the event, and Dong Chen was captivated by her beauty. He told Yi Fei to hide the fact that Hu Li was planning to propose to Ji Nian because he was afraid the chairman wouldn't agree. Dong Chen casually stroked her hair and adjusted her dress, making Yi Fei embarrassed but smiling happily. Hu Li also wore a handsome suit and gave Ji Nian a very elegant party dress. Seeing Ji Nian in that dress, Hu Li was mesmerized. She looked very beautiful, and Hu Lai gently kissed her hands. They arrived at the wrap party, which was crowded with guests and reporters. Ji Nian tied a ribbon onto Hu Li's hand as her lucky charm. Yi Fei and Dong Chen also arrived. Hu Li's speech was about to begin. He stepped forward to prepare to press the button to play the video, unaware that Zhuo Yuan was secretly watching from afar. Suddenly, the TV showed Hu Li short-circuiting and announced that he was a robot. Hu Li froze, and the reporters seized the opportunity to surround him. Suddenly, Ji Nian was pushed and fell. Hu Li immediately went down to hug her and leave. The quick-witted chairman said it was the trailer for a new movie, preventing the reporters from pursuing them. Zhuo Yuan angrily called the hacker who leaked the information, but the hacker just said he did it for fun. Hu Li carefully rubbed Ji Nian's foot, worried that she was injured. He wanted to leave the media spotlight and live abroad with Ji Nian. Ji Nian comforted him to keep trying, and Hu Li was moved and kissed her. Yi Fei didn't know what was going on. She excitedly rebuked her father and accidentally revealed that Hu Lai was planning to propose to Ji Nian. Then she and Dong Chen went to the beach to enjoy the breeze. Dong Chen asked, what if Hu Lai was a robot? Yi Fei joked that it would be good if they were poor later, they could sell the robot. At least it would be worth the price of scrap metal. Dong Chen wasn't happy and asked, what if Hu Lai really was a robot? Yi Fei was shocked, not expecting a robot to be so human-like. She said that if that were the case, her father was right, because robots and humans couldn't continue together. Dong Chen silently watched her leave, understanding in his heart. Returning home, the chairman told Ji Nian about Hu Li's proposal and told her to think carefully. He showed her an old diary, revealing that she and Hu Li had met when they were young. At that time, she was a little girl, and Hu Lai was already an adult. Ji Nian had asked for his autograph and given him candy, telling him to find her when he was sad because she celebrated her birthday there with her mother every year. Ji Nian returned home with a distraught expression. That night, she had a nightmare, imagining herself being old and rejected by Hu Li and his fans. Scared, she woke up, remembering her father's warning. The next evening, as soon as she got home, she saw the house beautifully decorated. Hu Li appeared from inside a gift box, carrying flowers and kneeling to propose to her. However, Ji Nian stopped him, talking about their childhood encounter and worrying about the future when she would be old and Hu Li would still be young. Although Hu Lai tried to explain, she didn't listen and left. Hu Li watched her leave in silence, and suddenly, he short-circuited. The next day, Hu Li didn't remember anything, making Ji Nian extremely worried. She was afraid that being rejected the previous day had caused such a huge shock that he forgot everything. The chairman was questioning Zhuo Yuan, who immediately demanded a higher hush money payment. The chairman told his subordinates to call the police, because dealing with this kind of person was like falling into a bottomless pit. Hu Li was taken to Yangzhou for examination, and it was indeed due to a shock that caused a mental breakdown. Jinian's mind was in turmoil, but Yi Fei advised her to live in the moment. Jinian asked Yi Fei what skincare she used, and if there was anything to stay young like 18. So Yi Fei took her to a spa. A phone call made Jinian rush home. It was the cafe owner's aunt who had returned. She hurried to visit her aunt. Yi Fei, having been interrupted, called Dong Chen to go shopping. He asked if she supported Hu Li and Jinian. Unexpectedly, she said that, even if he were a robot, she would still love him. Dong Chen was stunned but ignored her flirtatious remark. Yi Fei angrily went home, because he was too dense. It turned out the cafe owner's aunt hadn't gone on a trip, but had secretly gone abroad for treatment. She was very grateful to Hu Li, because the money he used to buy the cafe allowed her to get treatment, and she hoped they would be very happy. Hu Li offered to play a song for her aunt. The aunt and Jinian listened attentively. Meanwhile, Yi Fei couldn't take it anymore. She clearly confessed, but Dong Chen pretended not to know. But Dong Chen still said no, making her angry and ignoring him. Back at the cafe, the owner's aunt was talking to Hu Li about love, saying that those who came first were lucky because they didn't have to witness loneliness and isolation. She hoped Hu Li would keep Jinian. He promised he wouldn't let her go. The chairman told Yi Fei that her mother missed her. Yi Fei decided to fly back to be with her mother. That night, Jinian thanked Hu Li for what he did for her aunt, and apologized for hurting him last night. But Hu Li didn't remember anything, only hoping to be happy with her in the present. The next day, Yi Fei announced she was going abroad. Jinian advised her to confess to Dong Chen, but Yi Fei thought he didn't like her. So Jinian called Dong Chen to talk privately. They met at the beach to talk about him and Yi Fei, but Dong Chen thought he wasn't worthy of her and hoped she wouldn't interfere. Jinian didn't want Yi Fei to regret it for life and revealed that Dong Chen was a robot. Hearing this, Yi Fei rushed to the training place to find him. Jinian was shopping when Hu Li called, saying he forgot his way home. She told him to stay put and rushed over. Yi Fei canceled her flight because of Dong Chen, but he didn't admit his feelings and left. Jinian arrived and saw Hu Li disguised as an old, ugly man. Moved, she reached out to greet him. As if in a dream, he reached out to greet the aging Jinian. Hu Li hoped to live happily with her. As long as she was brave, he wouldn't let go. Jinian was moved to tears and hugged him tightly. They promised to be together until they were old. Zhuo Yuan was arrested for extortion, all thanks to the chairman covering it up. But Hu Li suggested revealing his identity. The chairman said that as long as Jinian agreed, he would accept it. So Hu Li took Dong Chen out to talk, thanking him for his help. Dong Chen also agreed to reveal his identity with him. Hu Li then advised him to take the next step with Yi Fei. On the other hand, Yi Fei was still very angry and determined to pursue Dong Chen. Jinian also wanted Hu Li to reveal his identity because she didn't want to keep hiding it, but she was worried it would affect his career. Yi Fei asked him if he wanted to be with her. Hearing this, Jinian realized something and asked Hu Li to talk privately. She suggested he reveal his identity, saying that if he lost his job, she would support him. Hu Li was very happy and decided to reveal it immediately. That night, Hu Li secretly went to Jinian's room to talk. He talked about the difficulties of choosing to go public, but Jinian fully supported him. Overjoyed, he wanted to sleep with her. The next day, Jinian secretly filmed him while he was asleep. They were very happy, playing with each other. Dong Chen was taking pictures with another actress. Yi Fei saw them being too intimate and was jealous. The actress intentionally got close to Dong Chen, only to be scolded by Yi Fei and left. But Dong Chen then pushed Yi Fei away, making her unhappy and following him to reason with him. He said she was exceeding the boundaries of friendship, making Yi Fei angry and leaving. Meanwhile, Hu Li had a new surprise for Jinian. He had cooked a meal for her. Seeing his effort, she was very pleased. They happily ate dinner together. Afterward, Hu Li invited her to dance with him. He carefully taught her each step, but Jinian was clumsy and embarrassed. So he lifted her onto his feet and danced with her. They swayed to the music, a very cute and warm scene. Suddenly, Jian pulled Hulai to put on makeup, and they switched roles. Hulai imitated her gestures, making Jian laugh out loud. Meanwhile, Yi Fei was drinking alone because of love. Her heart was troubled and lonely. She unfortunately ran into a pervert, but after chasing him away, she called Dong Chen and scolded him. Knowing she was drunk, Dong Chen worriedly asked for her address to pick her up. However, when Yi Fei returned, she was followed and attacked by a stranger. Meanwhile, Lin Shan slapped Yi Fei while they were filming, pretending to be too immersed in her role. Yi Fei hugged him in fear, tears streaming down her face. After walking for a while, Yi Fei thoughtfully threw away her belongings, thinking that Dong Chen must hate her very much. She seriously asked Dong Chen if he confessed his feelings to her that night. Dong Chen finally admitted it, and Yi Fei happily hugged him. Finally, they shared a sweet kiss under the moonlight. The next day, the chairman publicly announced that Hu Li was a robot, proudly introducing him as the company's product. The media was very excited, everyone asking questions about artificial intelligence. Hu Li had just finished posting an explanation. Now they could only leave their fate to the heavens. The online community was shocked by this news. Jian live streamed Hu Li's life, explaining that robots also eat, sleep, and feel fear. Although many people showed sympathy, some still rejected robots. However, Hu Li didn't care much. Yi Fei and Dong Chen were happy together. They had lunch together. Yi Fei kept praising him for being handsome, and they played happily. The chairman was talking about how Hu Li was being sought after by directors, and Hu Li happily wanted to see. Unexpectedly, when they arrived, the directors demanded absurd things like shooting laser beams or flying like Superman. Hu Li was shocked. He secretly invited Jian to escape the meeting, but reporters surrounded them everywhere they went. They went to the beach instead. Jian was happy, leaning on his shoulder, hoping for happiness like this forever. In the following days, Hu Li worked continuously for 5-6 hours, so tired he wanted to faint. Jian and Hu Li became trending topics online. Meanwhile, Dong Chen and Yi Fei went to see a movie, and she suddenly kissed him, making Dong Chen blush. He said she was the first person to kiss him. Yi Fei felt overjoyed, leaning on his shoulder to watch the movie. Hu Li invited Jian to a restaurant, and they danced to the music. Suddenly, a group of reporters rushed in, some even throwing things at him out of hatred. Hu Li was hit, and felt something was wrong with his body. So he quickly pulled Jian to escape. Jian worriedly called Yi Fei for help, but reporters blocked the exits. Yi Fei came up with an idea. She held Dong Chen's hand, and publicly announced their relationship to the reporters, even kissing him in front of everyone. The reporters focused their attention on them. Xiao Pang arrived in time to help the dazed Hu Li. Dong Chen and Yi Fei enjoyed the joy of publicly announcing their relationship. Yi Fei's cuteness made him unable to resist kissing her again. Hu Li, after treatment, finally recovered and came out to see Jian. He didn't hesitate to ask her for a kiss to recharge, making Yang Ji feel that he seemed healthier than before. However, Yang Ji later told Dong Chen the truth. He was worried that Hu Li would eventually be severely damaged. Dong Chen firmly replied that if there were any malfunctions, he would sacrifice himself to save Hu Li. Yang Ji couldn't bear to let Dong Chen become a sacrifice. But Dong Chen had been prepared for his mission from the beginning. The next day, Hu Li woke up and felt his vision blurring, but he reassured himself that he was just dizzy. He took Jian to work as a reporter and practiced with her happily. Suddenly, his mind went blank and he ran a red light towards the traffic. Luckily, he woke up in time and braked hard, narrowly avoiding a serious accident. Meanwhile, Dong Chen and Yi Fei were enjoying their time together. They played all sorts of games, feeling full of happiness. After getting tired, they rested but continued to show affection. Unexpectedly, a fan spotted them and wanted to take a picture with them. On the other hand, Jian was sad because she failed an interview. She went to see Hu Li to confide in him, but he wanted to meet at a different place because he was secretly meeting Dr. Yang Ji to ask about his condition. Yang Ji said that his condition would worsen and he would eventually become scrap metal. If Dong Chen didn't sacrifice himself, he would die. Hu Li couldn't accept this. Dong Chen continued to play with Yi Fei, and deep down, he hoped that even without him, Yi Fei would still be happy. Ji Nian received a job interview invitation from a company. They saw her videos about Hu Li and thought she had the potential to be a director. That night, Hu Li and Dong Chen talked. Hu Li didn't want Dong Chen to sacrifice himself for him. He frankly said he didn't want to owe him anything. When Ji Nian returned, she showed off her successful interview. They hugged and drank wine together. Before they could drink, Hu Li rushed to kiss Ji Nian, surprising her. Hu Li and Ji Nian embraced passionately, but Hu Li's heart was heavy with Yang Ji's words. He accidentally burned himself without realizing it. Ji Nian realized he had something to say, but no matter how she asked, Hu Li didn't answer. He took her to a secret base, where they wrote letters to their future selves. Seeing Ji Nian happy, he was very pleased. They wrote messages to their future selves. Ji Nian hoped they would stay together forever, but Hu Li apologized because he wouldn't be able to continue the journey with her. They wrote down their overflowing emotions on the page. In the end, he couldn't bear to send the card. Hu Li said this was the last time they could be happy together. Ji Nian was stunned, and the smile on her face disappeared. Yi Fei listened attentively to Dong Chen singing, her eyes filled with emotion. Suddenly, Dong Chen cried, apologized to Yi Fei, and told the truth about having to sacrifice himself to save Hu Li. Yi Fei immediately objected, but Dong Chen had determined his mission was to save Hu Li. He apologized and hoped Yi Fei would be happy. They both became very emotional, tears rolling down their faces, unwilling to leave each other. Dong Chen turned and left, leaving Yi Fei in despair and pain. The door finally closed, and Yi Fei completely broke down and cried. The next day, Hu Li announced that he was leaving the entertainment industry and hoped everyone would attend his final performance. Yi Fei ran to tell Ji Nian about Dong Chen's sacrifice. They hurried to see Yang Ji to find a way to stop it, while Dong Chen met Hu Li to say goodbye. Dong Chen admitted he was always jealous of Hu Li, but his intention to save him came from a deep-seated wish. Dong Chen unexpectedly electrocuted Hu Li, causing him to faint. Yang Ji checked on Dong Chen one last time, then he closed his eyes contentedly, completing his mission. Yi Fei and Ji Nian arrived just as the door slammed shut. No matter how hard they knocked, no one answered. Yi fainted from shock. Hu Li woke up after a chip exchange. Yi Fei woke up, crying and wanting to see Dong Chen, but he only wanted her to see him while he was still alive. Yi Fei blamed herself, wondering why Dong Chen was the one who died. Ji Nian apologized to Yi Fei, saying she didn't want anyone to die. Hu Li was devastated, remembering the past, his head bowed, silent. Ji Nian comforted him, promising to face all difficulties with him. Hu Li cried. They were separated by a wall but shared the same feeling of guilt. A few months later, Hu Li diligently practiced performing. He didn't want to disappoint Dong Chen, who had sacrificed himself for him. Yi Fei didn't hate him, knowing that because of him, she had a happy time with Dong Chen. However, she was going abroad soon. Hearing this, Hu Li felt even more guilty. When he went inside, he saw Ji Nian bringing him food and asked her if she wanted to go anywhere that afternoon. Ji Nian happily said she wanted to go to the supermarket. They went shopping happily. Ji Nian even kissed him to recharge, and they were very happy. That night, Hu Li suggested that Ji Nian and Yi Fei study abroad. Ji Nian wondered why, but Hu Li only said it was because he felt guilty towards Yi Fei. Ji Nian agreed to go with Yi Fei, hoping the trip would help all three of them find peace of mind. The next day, Ji Nian told Yi Fei about Hu Li's suggestion that she study abroad. Yi Fei scolded her, asking why she was leaving Hu Li. Ji Nian explained that Hu Li had suggested it. Yi Fei suspected he was hiding something. Meanwhile, Xiao Peng and Hu Li were signing autographs for fans at the final performance. Suddenly, Hu Li announced that Dong Chen would be back. Ji Nian went to see Yang Ji to inquire about Hu Li's condition. Dr. Yang revealed that Hu Li was trying to save Dong Chen, but if he continued, he might lose all his memories. Hearing this, Ji Nian cried and called Hu Li to meet and talk. Hu Li went to the beach but didn't see anyone. Unexpectedly, Ji Nian appeared in a stunning wedding dress, mesmerizing Hu Li. Ji Nian hoped Hu Li would be brave in his choices, and she would always wait for him. Hu Li was afraid he would forget Ji Nian, but she comforted him, saying that if that happened, she would fall in love with him again. Hu Li was moved, hugging her tightly, and they shared a passionate kiss. Then they talked. Ji Nian hoped Hu Li would find her if everything ended well. Hu Li suggested that if he didn't appear after 5 years, Ji Nian should continue her life. Ji Nian cried, agreed, and decided to think of him as being far away. The next day, Hu Li gave his final performance, and Ji Nian cried as he sang. Fans were also very sad to know he was leaving. The performance ended, Hu Li carried Ji Nian home, and they told each other about their future plans. Back home, he played the piano for Ji Nian, and she leaned on his shoulder. Hu Li secretly wished this moment would last forever. They spent a memorable night together, and as he left, Hu Li recalled every moment with her. From the first day to seeing her in a wedding dress, all made him cry because he missed her. 5 years later, Ji Nian returned home, more mature and beautiful. Yi Fei was still crying because she missed Dong Chen. But unexpectedly, a familiar song played, and Dong Chen appeared to find her. Yi Fei cried with emotion and hugged Dong Chen after so many years apart. Lin Shan was also very happy to see Ji Nian again, and the two good friends hugged each other happily. Xiao Peng suggested the group have a fun meal but accidentally mentioned Hu Li, and the atmosphere suddenly became awkward. Ji Nian missed Hu Li every moment but didn't know where he was, or if he still remembered her. That night, there was a knock on the door. Ji Nian went out but didn't see anyone. Unexpectedly, Hu Li appeared, asking who she was. Ji Nian's eyes welled up with tears. She said she was his fiancée, the one who had pursued him for so many years. But unexpectedly, Hu Li was just teasing her. They hugged, dispelling the longing of many years. She couldn't believe he had returned, and they shared a passionate kiss, marking a new, happy beginning. The film ends here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to not miss out on more amazing videos. For now, goodbye and until next time.